Monday morning. We are down to the final couple weeks of 2024.
Good morning, Michaela. There's less than 10 days to
Hmm.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you stressed out or are you good?
Mhm. My shopping's done.
Girl, nope. I'm not stressed out though. I'm not. I really not. I'm just like, it ain't done, but we're every day we get one day closer and I'm just like, okay, well, maybe by day five before Christmas, I'll have everything done by then. But crazy weekend, busy weekend. You were busy this weekend?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
worked the Nutcracker.
How was that? Lots of people, lots of
Lots of people. It
attention.
was family weekend, so a lot of the families of like the dancers and everybody came down, I believe. So,
Aw,
but
that's
it
always
was
fun.
nice. Yeah, my little sister had her first high school soccer game on Friday, so I did that.
How did that go?
They lost, but she has potential. And
Good.
she's playing the position I played when I played, so it's
They
always
kind of,
nice.
yeah. You're getting, she did your hair. You got in the wave going there,
Yeah,
girlfriend.
I watched her and my our younger brother, which isn't really watching her because she's, 14, but I made her braid my hair um just so I could have curly Q
Nice.
curls.
I like it. I like it. Well, let's talk football.
Yeah.
Girl, Travis. Travis won it. He won it. I was so happy. And I wasn't even getting to watch it because where was I? Where was I when they announced it? I was at 7 o'clock. I was at Christmas on the Diamond, the event that we hosted this weekend for the children with the special needs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I didn't get to watch it live. Of course, you know me, I was checking my phone every couple of minutes to see. And his speech, I don't know if it was on, I put it on the Girl Talk Sports Talk page. But he had a really good speech. It wasn't that long. He was very emotional. Um, so I'm excited about him. I think there was a little bit of hurt feelings amongst some of the other things, but I mean, he is one that because he's a dual player, plays both sides of the
Mm-hmm.
ball. This is the first Heisman Trophy person since Charles Woodson, which was like 1997, I believe, if my numbers serve me correctly. So, exciting times. And then my Cowboys won.
I
My
saw.
so we were having a good Monday because the Cowboys won. We all the Cowboy fans, it was a Christmas pre-miracle that the Cowboys won. Okay. There it was like tailgating to Christmas, hopefully. But I do have to give a shout out to former OU player CD Lamb. He hit 1,000 receiving yards for the fourth season in a row. Boomer. And so that was pretty impressive. And then I really honestly, Michaela, I was so busy this weekend. I didn't really get to enjoy football at all.
Yeah.
Um, Saturday
Um,
was crazy busy. So I only know a little bit about
that's
sports this
fine.
weekend. I know you got your
My every day I have a game, and it's fine because I thrive in that. But hockey had a good weekend. I want to say all of my teams had a pretty decent weekend. Um, Obviously I'm a fan of the sport, but I do have a couple of teams that I do just watch religiously. One of them being Devils hockey. So they closed out their 5 game homestand, which
mm,
is a lot of games to have at home in a row. Versus because sometimes they'll play a game here, off, game here, home, and then they'll go on the road for
hmm.
a game or two. So they had a 5 game homestand, which was really nice that it was so close to Christmas they got to play at home. Um, they ended it with a record of 3-1-1, so they won three, lost one, tied one, and have hit their 20th win this season, which is exciting. In their 33rd game, I believe. Um, but they played Chicago Blackhawks on Saturday.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and they like to give me so much anxiety when they play because they have a habit of going into like second period or the third period like 0-1 or down one goal. They give me anxiety. I'm like, this is it. Even though literally the entire pathway of a game can change in 20 seconds. Um, and that's essentially what happened is this third period, these Devils came out and played, which is nice to see because I felt like in previous games and previous seasons, when they got to the third period and they were either down a goal or tired or whatever, they kind of
Hmm.
reacted
Hmm.
negatively and they got a lot in their heads. And now I feel like they're as a team, they're building as they're not
They're
reacting to the negative, they're playing the game and sticking with the plan.
proactive
So,
instead of
yes,
reactive.
exactly. So they managed to get 4 goals all in third period, which is always a big number of goals to get. Um, so Dawson Mercer scored the first one, and then Jack Hughes, Nico Heischer, and Timo Meyer all each scored a goal in a span of 2 minutes and 9 seconds, with Nico Heischer's and Timo Meyer's goals coming within 18 seconds of each other.
Oh, wow.
It is crazy how quickly a goal can get scored in the game of hockey. Like I don't think people realize like it is like immediate. So it was really nice to see that. Obviously, huge fans of these guys. So it's nice to see them get a win to round out their homestand. And then my Dallas Stars, Leon Bischel,
That
who
would
was
be my Dallas Stars.
anyway,
Kind of like
my
they're your Longhorns. Yeah, they're my Dallas Stars,
oh
home
no no
city
no no
group.
no no. My Dallas Stars. Um, Liam Bichel was called up as mentioned on Fridays. Super exciting. He got his first point, everything in that first game. So he played again Saturday night for the team and they played against St. Louis Blues. And obviously we talked about it. Liam Bichel is a big dude. He is 6'6", 234 pounds. He's built to be a defense. And he just checks Braden Sheen of the St. Louis Blues just straight into the Dallas benches. And it was a clean hit, obviously, but it's just always really funny to see these guys just kind of get thrown over the benches. What's even funnier is that Logan Stankoven, who's on the Dallas Stars, there's a literal video of when it happens. His face just is like, oh my God. And it's just hilarious to watch.
That is funny.
They also mic'd up the captain Jamie Benn, and so they caught that as that happened. You hear Jamie Benn going hit him, and then Leon just comes and hit him and knocks him into the bench. So
Oh,
it's a really it's a really fun. He was sent back down to the Texas Stars yesterday.
oh,
Um, but I think he's proven himself, so I really do think that his number is gonna get called here soon. If it's not the end of this season, I think next season. Like they have a great player in him, so it's gonna be really really exciting.
right. Yeah, no.
And
Um,
then
yeah, I was gonna say there was something else I know you were gonna share.
yeah, so PWHL has been playing. They took a little bit of a break. But they are back, and so obviously there's only 6 teams, so the standings are pretty easy to go through. So Minnesota is leading
Minnesota,
Minnesota
Minnesota.
is leading the game with 7 points. New York Sirens are second, is tied for second with Montreal, each having 5 points. What's really cool is that New York Sirens haven't played their first home game yet. They have their schedule is very different than the NHL, obviously, because there's only 6 teams versus 32 teams, so they don't play as often as the NHL does. So they have their first home game at their new home, December 18th. So on Wednesday, at the Rock, which is where New Jersey Devils play. So it was really cool to see because on Saturday night's game, the Devils walked in carrying New York Sirens jerseys, Which I always think is a cool thing when NHL teams represent the PWHL like that, just because it brings like a camaraderie and saying, hey,
Hmm.
like these girls are here to stay. So they will play their first home game in their new home, which is Prudential Center, um, on the 18th, and then Ottawa is third, well, I guess fourth really, with 4 points, and then Toronto and Boston are tied for 3 points. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
getting, yeah, it's getting not too much, but it's getting there.
That is, well, I love it because there's that competition, right? In
Mm-hmm.
amongst women. So, and even though there's only six teams, I mean, you still got your name and your pride put on it with your team,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, um, one thing I was going to go back to real quick on the on football, and not to minimize the hockey, but
Mm-hmm.
Cam Newton returned for the first time. I don't know if you saw it. I think, got it in 2014 and hadn't been back, but went back only because I guess he was invited by Mr. The current Heisman, the one that won, Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was fantastic that he said the only reason he's never gone back to like be re-recognized every year,
Mm-hmm.
really, even though it's just a brotherhood, but kind of like hockey, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
well, little Minnesota Frost, there, those little ladies are. Have you looked at the uniforms? I need to go in and look at the uniforms. I need to go see what they look like so that I can.
Yes, I love the uniforms. Minnesota was the purple one, remember?
Yes, yes.
With the F.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to tell you, and we mentioned it on the podcast too, is
Mm-hmm.
that if we follow a lot of people on Instagram. We need to, obviously, we need everybody that's listening to us to go like our Instagram, but I'm seeing a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool stats and facts about hockey because we follow, but we're also getting followed back, which is what is really cool to me, is that
Yeah.
they follow us. So, um, anyway, okay, what else? No other sports? No, we don't got nothing else. I don't think. I think we're both.
I will say the Corpus Christi Ice Rays are coming up on their last game here.
Oh, wow.
Of the year. Obviously, they go until about early
March.
April.
Oh yeah.
Um, but their last game of the year is a Pucks and Paws one, so you can take your pup to go enjoy some hockey.
Are you taking yours?
No,
Okay.
I won't be here. I probably would if I, well, I don't know. My dog is behaved only for me, not in public. So
So that's like an
I
unruly child. So now we know how
no,
your kids are going to
literally.
be.
No, literally. Exactly.
Doesn't know how to act out in public. It's not.
Exactly.
It doesn't have home training, is what we say. Doesn't have home training.
Uh, but so yeah, if you want to take your pups to go have some fun at a hockey game,
It's kind of cool. That's kind of
December
cool.
29th at the American Bank Center.
Almost New Year's Eve. Cool. Cool. All right. What else? You want to take a
Yeah,
quick
quick
break?
word from one of our sponsors. Want to know what's going on in Corpus Christi? Make sure you check out cceventscalendar.com. That holds all of the events going on for the entire month. New are added daily. And again, that is cceventscalendar.com. All right, welcome back. So I heard we have a mayor again, a
We
new mayor.
do. Yes. Well, the good thing is, 2024 has been really hard. I guess we can make that our hot topic. 2024 has made it really hard with election season at the
Mm-hmm.
federal, at the state, at the local, at all of it. And
Mm-hmm.
so we just had a runoff on Saturday. There was three people on the ballot, three different things. The mayor's race, which was by current incumbent Mayor Paulette Guajardo and council member Michael Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was District 1 that was Everett Roy and Billy Liedma.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a race for District 4, which is like Flower Bluff in the island. And that was Kaylin Paxson and May Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylin did win District 4 in the runoff. Uh, Everett Roy, Councilman Everett Roy, has secured um, District 1. And he won. This is crazy. This is the power of a vote by two votes. Two
That
votes.
is insane.
Two people had three people gone to vote
Yeah.
on the other guy's side, he would have won by 1 point. He won by 2 points. It was crazy. And then our mayor's race, that was the hot topic all over Corpus Christi for the past few months. And anyone
Mm-hmm.
that says differently is not telling the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the
Nothing but
truth.
the truth. Mm-hmm.
So, but Mayor Paulette was reelected. I think she won by about 300 votes, give or take. So it was a close race. It was still a very low turnout in the race across the board. Only 20, I believe it was either 22 or 28,000 people voted for the runoffs, and we have 218,000 registered voters. So
Sounds
literally
right.
200, yeah, that which is, it's sad because I know people get frustrated and they want to go vote again, but literally
Mm-hmm.
in the runoff, you're allowing pretty much 10% of the community, right, to
Make the
make your
decision for you.
decision for the entire community. And it's not fair. I don't care what what your beliefs are. It's just try to be as fair as you can. So,
Yeah.
but yes, hot topic. We are current, the race is over. All the
We
races are over.
our mayor's here to stay. Also, fun fact, I used to work with Caitlin Paxton.
Really? Where did you work with her?
We worked at Schlitterbahn together
Okay,
out
on the
on the island.
I met her when she was there. So very
Yep.
good. Yes. So, District 4 was secured by her. And again, congratulations to everybody. Um, you know what? It confirmed to Melina. Melina, girl, I'll stay. I'll do what I do. I can only say it like that. Okay, we'll go into because we do have a uh would you rather moment.
Okay.
Would you rather, and I realize now I can't send it to you in advance because then it gives you time to
To
think about
process.
it and to
Mm-hmm.
process and analyze. And so
Mm-hmm.
in order for people to see the real reaction to Michaela, I get to throw it at you. Okay. Would you rather, and this is funny when you hear it, be stuck behind a slow truck or
I'll take the other one.
or be stuck behind a school bus that stops on every block.
I
Either
hate
way, you got to stop. And okay, so the backstory to this, because we
is
are
I drive like a maniac.
is Michaela is it's not even that she drives like a maniac. She has no zero, like negative sub freezing patience when it comes to driving. Like negative zero. Like there is no, not even, it's not like zero time. Like I have zero patience for a lot of stuff, but I don't have negative zero patience. Michaela has negative.
Listen, I was born to drive in a bigger city, and I'm driving in Corbett. That's all there's to
And
say
then
about
you
that.
freaked out when you went to Dallas, and that's a bigger city. If you
Dallas.
When you went to Dallas for the hockey, you said it stressed you out being trying to get there with
Oh
the.
yeah, because it's not a city I know. That's the whole
Okay,
thing.
okay,
I drive the same way, just it makes me anxious because it's not something that I know.
okay. So
Like if
back to
I
the
get
question.
lost here, I could find my way back to like our one highway. If I get lost in like D Dallas, I'm screwed.
I'm going there this weekend. I'm super excited.
I'm going there
Uh,
for New Year's, so I'm excited too.
are you okay? So
hmm
would you rather be stuck behind a slow
I'd rather walk.
or be stuck behind a school bus that stops on every block?
I I would rather be stuck behind a slow-moving truck because because I find my loopholes because I can pass the truck. With the school bus that stops at every block, it would get a little hard because they put other stupid little stop signs that
You
everyone
know, I
follows
ran
to.
one of those stop signs one time, not realizing what it meant. I mean, I know what it meant, stop,
It's a
right?
stop.
But I didn't know that, like, if I was coming,
No, you'd stop like both ways.
yeah. Okay, Melina didn't know. Girl, let me tell you something. That was, I got a ticket in the mail. This was when I was back home in Dallas. Ticket, fine, whatever. I guess they reported it because I was able to work my way through it. I did not get in trouble. Did not have to pay any kind of because I didn't know. Like
Yeah,
I
see,
said, it said stop,
so
but
it means stop.
right, but I didn't know. Like I assumed it was the people behind them, like they
No,
couldn't pass them. Right, I
no.
didn't realize that coming this way, you're supposed to stop too. I didn't
And this is why I'll take a slow-moving truck. Um, because I hate being behind a school bus. I hate
Yeah, I
it.
would take a slow moving truck.
Like
Although,
when I have to come home because I live right next to a school bus. A
oh,
school. I live right next to a school right
wait,
now.
what?
And like if they're coming around the corner, because I live like maybe two or three houses from the corner, I will speed up down my street to whip into my driveway so I don't get caught. Like that is how bad I hate.
We listen and we don't
Don't
judge.
judge.
That's funny.
No,
Okay.
literally, I hate it. Yeah, slow moving truck all day. Well, clearly neither of these work for you because you run those stop signs. So,
Never again did I. Girl, here's the deal with Melina. I'm a quick learner. Now, some things I make difficult because I'm a hard head. But for the most part, if I didn't know, I didn't know. So I was like, look, yada yada yada. Okay, cool, whatever.
uh,
But I've never done it again, and I do try to avoid school buses so that I don't get that damn sign behind me or in front of me or whatever.
so you would
Um,
also choose a slow moving truck, is what I'm hearing.
yeah, yeah.
I
And but
respect it.
I get frustrated. Let's be real about traffic here in Corpus Christi for a moment. Let's take the sports out of it. Between the potholes
And the slow drivers and the drivers who don't know how to drive when it's raining.
and the construction,
And the
okay,
construction, you're correct.
which okay, let me make one thing clear about our city. I understand that you could need a whole new front end with some of the potholes, but it is progress in the past few years. Yes, there's construction everywhere, but in order to fix the things, you got to do the other side of it. So,
Okay, but also they've spent work on like the last 5 years building this dang bridge when we had a perfectly good bridge that was fine
yeah, okay, what is the story behind? I never knew what the story was why we're building a new bridge. Oh, because we need the bigger carriers to be able to go under it,
to be a
right?
port, yeah.
Okay, to be a true port. Okay, well then that makes sense.
No, because we don't need to
Why?
be a port.
Why?
Because why do we have to have a whole new bridge? Why can't they just anchor off and then have another boat go that fits under there? And
Oh, because we need progress. And if
nope,
we're the number one
nope,
port in the nation,
nope.
not in the world, in the nation, but if we're the number one port in, we got to have that. Okay, so we're going to run out of time. Let's do your today in sports.
Yes, which I feel like is accurate talking about the Heisman winner because today in 2013 we had our 79th Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston from Florida State. He was a quarterback.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
2013, so it's been 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I don't even know that name. Does that show? I mean, literally. And I've been following football since I was a kid. So that should show like maybe he was great for that year. I'm not
Well,
trying to
he
be
also
funny.
played for Florida.
Well, yeah, but did he go I'm gonna have to look that up. Did he go into like professional and all of that? Because like
I don't know. I don't even know if I pronounced his name right.
guys that are listening to us and making fun of us, we're girls first before we talk sports. So, just because we didn't maybe pronounce something right. But I don't remember that name.
I'm gonna Google him.
Yeah, I
Okay, so he actually currently plays for the Cleveland Browns.
and that's one of my teams. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
He plays for the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so it looks like he just joined the Browns this year. He played, where is it? He played for Tampa Bay Bucks in 2015, New Orleans Saints in 2020, and then Florida. Oh, okay, yeah. At that point, yeah. So his first NFL team was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2015.
Girl, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Okay, well, I guess that's all we got, girl. I know that we have this week is our last week podcast, and we'll take our little hiatus for a couple of weeks and get some downtime to regroup and
Mm-hmm.
recharge. Because I'm
Yeah.
hoping that in 2025 we really spread the word and really get people involved in our mission of spreading fun girl stuff and sports. Um
Also, in our mission of girls can also truly like sports
yeah, and play and
and
be and
play.
still be girly.
Exactly. So, our first podcast back after this upcoming Friday's podcast will be January 6th.
How many days is that, Michaela?
That is, let's see. So, it is it is like a full 2 weeks.
So like eight show yeah, four shows that y'all won't
Hmm.
get to listen to. We'll have a lot of content. Me and Michaela will probably be keeping up with so much stuff of what's going on so that we can discuss. So, all right. Well, that's all we got, I
As
think.
as always, if you liked listening to us, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you comment and like videos, podcast, all that fun stuff. Have a very Merry Christmas. Make sure you do all the Christmas things with just a week, a little over a week left. Um, and yeah, this is Michaela.
This is Melina.
And
And guess what?
sports are for girls too.
Whoop, whoop. Are you looking to grow your business and increase your brand visibility? Become a sponsor with the Girl Talk Sports Talk podcast. Our sponsorship opportunities offer you a unique chance to connect with our dedicated fan base and community. Let us help you elevate your business name and reach new heights. Contact Melina or Michaela today to learn more about how you can get involved and make a lasting impact. Join us and watch your business thrive.